As we have discussed different dimensions of unemployment, as we have discussed different types of unemployment, how it affects our country, how it affects our economy, so far we have discussed. Now move on to the next topic, which is also very important, that is the causes of unemployment. First, as a cause of unemployment, we take high rate of population growth. Population growth in India is quite high in comparison to its resources, and as a result there won't be proper allocation of resources, which lead to unemployment. Second cause of unemployment is jobless growth. The gap between the rate of growth of national income and the rate of employment is increasing, which lead to unemployment. Third, stagnant agricultural development. For predominantly agricultural country like India, where agriculture is the primary sector for accumulating the national income for our country, the rate of growth of agriculture is not up to the expectations. The next cause of unemployment is slow rate of industrialization. See, we have seen two types of unemployment in urban areas. One is educated unemployment and industrial unemployment. And due to the slow rate or slow growth of industries in urban areas, basically in urban areas, industrial unemployment occurs and people are not getting the skillful job and it is not up to their expectations. Next cause that we can take for as a cause of unemployment is faulty education system. The lack of vocational and technical education has made the population unfit for self-employment, which is very problematic. Besides these causes, low capital formation, poverty are also regarded as serious problem of unemployment. Let's move on to the next important topic, which we consider as one of the problem of an economy, that is inflation. What is inflation? Inflation refers to the continuous rise in price of related commodities in a country. Now we are going to discuss two types of inflation that we have come across in an economy. Those two types of inflation are open inflation and suppressed inflation. What is open inflation? When there is no control over the rise in price and there is unrestricted rise in price in a country, such type of situation is called open inflation. While when government controls the rise in prices of the commodities through several measures like public distribution system and restricting the price of a commodities are called suppressed inflation. While moving on to the different causes of inflation, we'll get the following cause as important. First cause, increase in money supply that leads to inflation. Second, rapid growth of population. Third point that you can take as the generation of black money also leads to inflation. Next point, inadequate availability of goods lead to inflation. Rise in administered prices also lead to inflation. Rise in wages is another cause of inflation, and faulty and inefficient management of any economy also lead to inflation. Now, as we have seen different causes of inflation, we now consider the consequences of inflation. What are the outcome of having an inflation in a country or in an economy? First consequence of inflation is that it hinders the process of growth and development. Growth and development become stagnant and become very slow due to the continuous rise in price of different commodities in an economy. Second consequence is that it hits the hard common people. Yes, there is continuous rise in essential commodities what we need in our day-to-day life. It automatically affects the common people. Next is it makes the rich section more richer and poor more poor. The gap between rich and poor increases due to inflation. Next consequence is that it adversely affects the balance of payments of a country. That means it adversely affects the export and import policies of an economy.